And welcome in to the Rob and Kale Show. I'm Rob Sanders. Thanks for joining us this evening. My buddy is in the upstate. He's my podcast partner. He is Mr. Carolina Jackpot, Kale Hall. Kale, what's up, buddy?
Hey Rob, how you doing tonight? How's everyone else doing tonight too?
I'm doing good, sir. It's kind of a lost season for both Clemson and South Carolina. We'll go over. I thought we'd talk about Clemson first, and then we could talk about your Gamecocks. You cool with that? Yeah, I don't know. Like Kale's on a delay over
Sure.
there. I don't know what's going on. All right, so Clemson fell to what 3-4 on the season. Looked like there was some hope for them after they beat two of the worst teams in the ACC. Boston College lost to fucking Connecticut yesterday. What a mess. Anyway, look, here's what I got. The Clemson defense, I was people question the new defensive coordinator coming in. I pulled some numbers today. They're currently seventh in total defense, fifth in rushing, ninth in pass defense, compared to last season where they were 11th overall. They were third in pass, but 15th in rushing defense. One other note, they talked about the Clemson offense yesterday with Vicina at quarterback. The guy threw for 317 yards and 3 touchdowns, and they still lost.
So they were last year. They were at this same point.
Yes, yeah. So there has been an improvement especially on the defensive side as far as rushing the ball. I think it's more of I just don't think these guys care about each other. And I know we kind of talked about that before, but it's just I don't know. I wish I could give you something better for that. I don't know if there's changing coaches would change that. I don't know. There is some issues up at Clemson though, and the Disney World that a lot of people have. I mean, they have the same problems that everybody else has up there. Even though it looks like Disneyland up there, it's not. They want to have this like Rockwell painting, and they try to make it look that way, but you got to remember they're just kids there too. And I personally think that there is a little bit of people that just don't care, to be completely honest with you. What did you think about Clemson, Jackpot? I think Kale's on a delay over there.
Well, I mean, what I saw of the game, it's like SMU was just a step in. Could never really get anything going. Clemson can at least score. They can at least move them somewhat. So, yeah, I know SMU is probably not got the best defense on the planet, but I would be a little bit more. I don't know. I'd be a little bit more optimistic if I were a Clemson fan than if I were a Gamecock fan about the season playing out at least to where you could maybe make a bowl game. With us, I'm just not so much.
I wish there was something else that I could say, but there really isn't anything to say. There's things they got to do better, and they're not. I mean, that's what it basically boiled down to. Joe Smith 9616 says SC is terrible as well, so I don't get the Clemson losing okay. But what about you though? Like SC fans were mocking Clemson losing to Georgia Tech, then South Carolina turns around and gets blown out to Vandy. First of all,
I don't know what this guy's talking about, but I haven't talked about Clemson losing at all. In fact, I mean, I should be able. I deserve to be able to laugh at it and point at it, but I'm not able to because our team is fucking terrible. So I can't laugh at them this year.
I don't know where the season goes for Clemson right now. They have a bye week. And it's like one of the most frustrating teams that they've had in a long time. Look, even when they went out and they were shitty, you know what I'm saying, Jackpot? At least they had something that was like, all right, this is kind of entertaining. And I'm talking about like some of the I don't know, the old Thunder and Lightning team with Spiller and Davis and those guys. They weren't winning conference titles. At least they were interesting to watch. These motherfuckers bore the shit out of me. I mean, it's not even fun football to watch right now. It's really not.
Yeah, I was going to say that too. The both products of both teams is kind of boring to watch. It's really not a fun, entertaining watch anymore.
I don't know. This guy is just at user something. He says, Rob, did you listen to Beamer's post-game interviews? I remember the media. How do you feel about how he treated Jack, the reporter? Yeah, we may play that a little bit later on. Here's the thing. The only thing that bothered me with that exchange was the way that Jack kind of backed down from him. Jack's the reporter that asked the question. And he just let Beamer say, next question. No, sir. Answer the question. That's what he asked him was fair. And he just let Beamer run over him like that. But I also don't think that what Beamer said was bad either. You know, he just lost a game where his team just got pummeled, and he's got to come and face everybody. And, he's going to get emotional. I really don't have an issue with that. I wish that Jack would have had a little more satchel and been like, no, sir. I'm thinking you should answer the question. But he backed off. And I get that, but I would have pressed forward a little bit, to be honest with you. Makaima, welcome to the program. Sorry your team's not going 12-0. We kind of told you that beginning of the season. You should listen to us more often.
Isaac 8435 says the play calling isn't even that bad for South Carolina. How do you play call around getting pressured and sacked every play? It's not running up the middle 3 times. No, 4 times when you have first and goal from the 4 is not bad play calling. Okay. What do you say?
I'm not going to sit here and try to defend the play calling because I know who your play caller is. And, if we're going to get into that, people say I caught grief about this. So I went and found a true Gamecock fan to speak for me. And what this gentleman says is true. We're going to play a little clip here. Yes, this is from yesterday's live stream with Carolina Jackpot here. This is all you need to know right here. Well, I mean, seriously, listen to this.
You're a Gamecock fan. I want to plead with you before I go. Please, get on social media, get on Twitter, get on Facebook, get everywhere you can. Start hammering Shane Beamer. Shane Beamer. He needs to fucking go. I don't give a goddamn about the offensive coordinator, Mike. I don't care. I know he sucks. Guess what? He sucks. He hired him. He put him in this spot. He put Clayton White in his spot. I don't care. Start hammering him. Hammering. Him for his job. Penn State ran off James Franklin. Florida's about ready to run off Sunbelt Billy. Y'all can do it. If you want him fucking gone, you can get him fucking gone. I want him fucking gone. I'm tired of this. I am tired of this non-competitive bullshit BS against teams that we should be able to beat. We have talent. It's not getting coached. It's not getting schemed. It's not getting used the right way. I will preach it from the highest mountaintops. Oh, you stupid fucking Tennessee fucking dumb fuck. Say, well, you just ain't no good. You ain't got no time. It's bullshit. Bullshit. Go look at the recruit rankings. Go look at the transfer report rankings. They have players. We have people who are willing to give money to this program. Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. You're wrong. Please tweet at him. Tweet at the athletic director, Jeremiah Donati. We need rid of this head coach cancer. This guy is a fucking dumbass.
There you go. I don't have to say it. I've been saying it for a long time, but I didn't say that. My buddy Carolina Jackpot said that yesterday. I'm going to open up the phone lines. If you want to defend him and you want to, Shane Beamer's great. I didn't say, I've been saying he's an asshole. Now Jackpot's on board too. Go ahead and defend him. If you are a fuck stick, if you defend this coach for the fucking shit that he's done, just the debacle at the end of the half yesterday is grounds for fucking firing. He is an inept motherfucker. Sorry. And you want to run your mouth and get on the spin cycle and say, oh, but Dabo this, Dabo that. Dabo's fucking won something. This motherfucker hadn't done shit. So don't bring Dabo Sweeney into the mix because he's actually fucking won something. This guy is a fucking joke. And you can blame your administration for this because they hired somebody that wasn't even a fucking coordinator. And it blew up on him. Yes, I know that Dabo Sweeney.
Dabo's not winning. Dabo's not winning anything right now. So let's calm down with that.
Not right now, but you know what? He went to the playoffs last year, won the ACC title last year. So he's got things that you can look on and be like, okay, they have a bad season, but instead of up and down and blaming everybody else, I mean, it's silly. It's silly. And by the way, Sweeney needs to stop the bullshit with his press conferences too, because he's acting like a fucking dumbass. Dumbass. All this shit talking about.
Yeah, I didn't see the one yesterday.
He just like
today again.
It was just the same old shit. Same old shit. Absolute same old shit. So
the other week when he was talking about, I mean we won 10 games. I don't know how many years in a row. I mean, is that good? Yeah. Is that good?
There's going to be people that are going to be up here and defending the whole Shane Beamer thing. It's going to happen. I can say if you I watched in between watching Jackpot's live stream yesterday, which I caught a good piece of, by the way. And I watched his press conference. I was in studio, and I was watching his press conference live, and he was taking a beating in that damn chat over there. Fuck, I mean, there were F-bombs dropped by tons of people. They were absolutely pissed. The fans yesterday were calling for Shula to have his job fucking gone. I mean, yeah, it's a mess. We did have another coach hit the dust there, Jackpot. Billy Napier is gone. I mean, were you surprised?
I don't know. Wasn't it odd that like he knew he was going to get fired all week because it had been kind of leaked out and announced? So I thought that was just, I don't know. I went, but I think give him. They didn't want to give him a chance to somehow or another get things together and then go out and win the game against Georgia, and they just wanted rid of him now. It's like decided to cut ties right now. Buyout was only $20 million, so. Not like nothing. Well, it's a lot of money, but it's not crazy money like we're talking about with the Florida State coach and Brian Kelly and some of those folks that are like $50 or $60 million.
By the way, I'm going to put this out there too. I read a stat today. Georgia has broken Mike Norvell. All right, since Georgia just humiliated them in that Orange Bowl where. They were 19-0 up until that Orange Bowl, and then his next 19 games, he's 4-15 with wins over Charleston Southern, Texas State, the Alabama win. I mean, it's just fucking stupid. They have broken Mike Norvell. So, Georgia fans, you guys have earned that. That guy is a shithole, and you let everybody know about it. So, there you go.
Joe was saying that Super Chat, friendly reminder, he had 50 on Stanford money line. Yeah, I remember I referenced that somewhere today when I was making a video or talking to somebody or something that you had placed a wager on that game. Funny the way things work out. I mean, it wasn't a bad bet to make after all. A lot better than the day I had yesterday. I took a beating with the bets yesterday, and I could have bet that on the money line of the late night blowout. What a shithole.
Billy says, as much as I like watching your videos, Jackpot, I think it's going to be hard for South Carolina to win consistently, no matter the coach. Historically, South Carolina is hot dog water.
Well, then I will offer you up Steve Spurrier. So,
I will talk about Miami all that I want. They have the same amount of South Carolina has the same amount of ACC titles as. Well, wait a minute. Has Miami ever won the ACC? No. South Carolina has more ACC titles than you. I'll talk bad about you if I want. Go fuck yourself and your team. Your coach is a cunt. There you go. I said that. Let's walk people to the program here, Jackpot. If you want to join, I'll post the link over here.
Baylor, man, you're at the top of our contest, and you picked Florida State in that game. Jesus.
Yeah.
I mean, that was an easy one to pick, but Lord, not the money line. No, I wouldn't have never. Why wouldn't you? People talk about they're making fun of Clemson, I guess, because you're both in the ACC, and they said, is Clemson going to be this year's last year's for states?
I don't know, buddy. Hey, Justin, welcome to the program, sir.
How you doing, guys?
Good, buddy. What you got for the show?
Well, guys, I just spoke with Carolina too, guys. I mean, hey, guys, I feel like Shane Beam was not the guy. Oh, how you doing, guys?
Yeah.
I mean, hey, Carolina, Jeff, how close Shane Beam be on the hot seat?
He kind of just got there the past few weeks, but yeah, he's definitely on the hot seat.
Yeah, I think so too. And Carolina, Jeff, fortify their coach today. I'm not sure who to go get.
We'll have to see. Look, early rumor is that the athletic administration there wants Lane Kiffin, which going from Ole Miss to Florida is a downgrade in my opinion. So,
yeah, I think Lane Kiffin might be the guy, but you also have to look at Eli Drinkwitz too. He could be another one too.
Yeah. All right, Justin. Thank you, buddy. We appreciate it.
All right, take care, guys. Go get Gus. Here, Carolina, Jeff. Let's hope our board trustee be a group and fire Shane Beamer. He's got to go.
All right, buddy. Take care, man.
I agree.
All right, Joel Shee says, by the way, Rob and Jackpot are welcome on the GT bandwagon anytime. We hate UGA like y'all do. Hail bees. Very good, sir. Jackpot, your connection's a little lagging this evening. I don't know if you know that or not. Just want to let you know.
I don't know what's going on tonight. I've been trying to tinker with this over here and fix it, but
it's kind of tinkering off a little bit.
I've worked on it.
Mm-hmm.
With some other stuff, and it's
not doing its thing now.
Nothing's working right.
Yeah. All right, welcome to the program, sir.
What's happening, Rob? What's happening, Jackpot? Rob, I want to come on here and I want to admit, Jackpot, I want you to hear it too. I don't know if you watched our live today, but I confess, I am guilty. I'm guilty of being a supporter of Shane Beamer. I'm guilty of being a supporter of Mike Schuler because of the offensive line. and I was wrong. I was wrong.
Mm-hmm.
The one thing I'm not wrong about is Coastal Carolina will beat South Carolina in a few weeks before Clemson. I will row that boat, Rob. I will row that boat, Rob.
I'm not buying that because no, things could change where there are things that could happen that could hinder that. Like, I don't know. Seller says, I'm not going to play anymore. Same thing goes for Stewart. Maybe he doesn't want to play anymore. I mean, if
But
those
you can't tell me now I'm far-fetched, right?
no,
I'm not far-fetched. But
no.
I did want to ask you this personal question.
I mean, I wouldn't pick it though. But
if it's a 21-point spread, I would pick Coastal.
This was like 2 years ago when Coastal was, the bad boys of Conway with the mullets and everything else. I would probably be like, all right.
But you know what? They just beat App State, which Dow Loggins is the head coach of.
Well, that doesn't mean anything.
But listen, I do have a personal question, and if it's none of my business, then tell me it's none of my business. But in the Pick'em Challenge, do you have do you physically have to go through every single person's pick, or do you have like a jig that you can go through? Does that make sense?
So, what I have is when everybody submits, right?
Okay.
I don't look at anybody's picks. It all goes to a Google form. And then when I put in the correct answers, I release your scores, and then it makes a spreadsheet right after that.
Okay.
I look at what everybody got, and then I add it up, and then post it.
So,
I don't look at scores.
I guess my point is you spend a lot of time doing it. It takes you a little time, right?
It does. A little bit here, a little bit there.
How about this? And I'm just throwing this out there because I don't think anybody should do labor for no pay. Okay. How about next year? Y'all take off whatever y'all bring in, the $20, whatever y'all bring in, y'all take off not a lot of money, a couple hundred for your time and effort for what you do. Because man, we really appreciate the hell out of it.
It's all right. I mean, generally, whoever wins will tip the show out, and it's not that big of a deal. I mean,
but you might have that asshole that wins that don't do that. Though.
Well, Jackpot puts a lot of time into making videos to promote it, and all of that stuff. And yes, I mean the contest is a labor of love. It really is, because I mean, there's a good bit that goes into it, but it's not a big deal. We just do it as part of the show. So, but thank you for that. I appreciate it.
Yeah, but before I get off here, I want to say something. Jackpot, Rob, just so y'all know.
Again, sorry, I missed most of what you said because my internet was acting up.
I'm just saying I've defended Beamer. I've defended Shula. I'm off that bandwagon. I'm going to wear teal now. I'm not going to wear garnet and black anymore. Fire fucking Beamer, which is not going to happen. Y'all have a good night.
Thank you.
Damn.
Sir. Yeah. Well, hey, it's not like he's like some other folks that were motherfucking both of them yesterday. I like it.
Man, he changed his tune in a hurry.
Stubby, welcome to the program.
How y'all doing?
What's up, brother?
Well, in case you needed why Shula should be fired by the numbers and to beat a dead horse, I thought I'd do that for you. So I wrote a little something up. Through 8 weeks of the 2025 season, South Carolina's offense under Mike Shula is producing just under 18 points a game versus Power 5 opponents. That's worse than Brian McClendon, worse than Mike Bobo. It's worse than our last 5 offensive quarterbacks. Not only that, our quarterback pressure rate is almost over 50%. He is the worst offensive coordinator we have had in the last 20 years. It is absolutely insane. He's a university employee. I don't understand how Shane Beamer can allow this.
Well, I'm not defending him, but the logic could be you've got 5 games left. I mean, I don't know. Look, here's the thing. Let's say you promote somebody from within. I mean, you've got the 5 games left you have are against what you got two top 10 teams, and then then a coastal, and then Clemson, right? That's it. I mean, there 5?
No,
there's three top 10 teams. You got Oklahoma
Alabama.
or Alabama, Ole Miss, and
Texas A&M.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. So you put them against those three teams, it's not going to be really fair to anybody that's there. I let him run the season out, but I don't know. I mean, I wish there was something that I could say to make it better, but
it's such a dumpster fire. It's absolutely ridiculous.
So I don't know. We'll have to see.
Yeah. Well, thank y'all. Y'all have a good one.
All right,
All right, buddy.
And let's see here. We're going to welcome into the show Mr.
Rob, can you hear me better now? Is the lagging gone?
It's gone now, buddy. I don't know what was going on back there in the man cave. And hey, it also is affecting if you look here on like your live stream, you would blur up a good bit. I mean, and that's with the connection lagging over there too. So it's kind of screwing you in the live stream yesterday, but I don't want to bother you during it. So it's gone now, though. It's perfect. I don't know what's going on up there. Welcome, Peckerhead, to the show.
Good evening, gentlemen.
Good evening, Peckerhead.
Just brutal performance, man. I want to start with this. Just boneheaded. It's been said by Kale, but I got to get it out too. Boneheaded situational awareness in that game. Then first off, you go for it on fourth and 4 on the goal line, but then you wasn't that long field goal like a short fourth down for like a 40-yard field goal try that he just fucking blew? Yeah, you go in. And by the way, I do have a tangent of disagreement. I don't think the halftime series, I don't think that was poor coaching. I mean, I went back and looked at it. He shoved him to the ground right in front of the ref. I mean, something like that, I feel like it's got to be called. I couldn't see it well from where I was at in the stadium, so I had to pull it up on my phone, but I don't know. He got down. There was still about 10 seconds left. I feel like, without him shoving, they probably are able to spike it there. But so I'm not necessarily with you there, but the fake punt, I mean, I knew it was going to be a fake. Kale knew it was going to. I literally looked to my girlfriend and I said, they're going to fake this kick.
Well, a fake punt's not really effective when you do one every game.
It's not. And to think that what you see on tape in another game versus what you're going to get when they know you're going to fake a punt.
Right. Well, I mean, you needed 1 or 2 yards, right?
Yeah, it was like a 2 or 3 yard fourth. Yeah.
So now call me stupid here, but I like your quarterback. All right, we're going to run quarterback power, and I'm willing to bet he can get me 2 yards.
The thing is, not only that, Rob, not only that, but you take a 4th and 2, you essentially make it a 4th and 16 or 17 when you account for how far he's snapping it back to the punter. So you're just making it harder on yourself.
Man, that was a frustrating piece there. I can understand why Gamecocks were upset with that because that was just terrible.
It was boneheaded. But on the flip side, they needed to go for it. And the offense just couldn't convert, man. I mean, what'd they go, like 0 for 10 at one point on third downs?
Yeah.
I think
they finished up 3 for 15.
Hey, by the way, I heard an absurd stat. It was something like let's take
away from Oklahoma, too, though. Remember,
that's what I was going to say.
There was a stat going into that game, 46% of plays ran against Oklahoma went for a loss.
I was just about to bring that up.
So think about that for a second. Basically, every other play is a loss.
Yeah, it's crazy.
That's a hell of a defense that Brent Venables is coaching. And one other thing, bringing back to the Clemson game, if Venables were coaching yesterday, Clemson blows those motherfuckers out.
Yeah.
Because I'll tell you why. This shit Jennings running around back there on his ankle, he would have told them point blank, everybody hits him every fucking play. This bullshit letting him set up, that shit would not have happened with Venables there. Sorry, this is big boy football. You're not going to run around there with a bum wheel and think we're not going to fucking hit you. Anyway, continue.
No, I was actually going to bring that stat up. I thought that was absurd when I heard it as well.
It's true.
Almost 50%. I mean, damn.
The Army man said about Alabama, everybody had them buried and gone. Now their hardest games left, LSU and Oklahoma, are both at home. We earned our ranking, taking out Georgia, Vandy, Missouri, and Tennessee. Yeah, I wouldn't be too worried about LSU if I was you. Now, they look like they look terrible.
Yeah, I think Oklahoma's going to win the SEC this year. Honest to God. I mean, they're set up a lot like Texas was last year, but I think they're better. Their defense is better.
You know, I think a lot of us thought at the beginning of the season that Oklahoma was possibly a game South Carolina could get.
I thought so.
They've definitely turned that around. They look really good.
Yeah, and you know, I was surprised. A good many Oklahoma fans came out to the game. There was probably about it was a sellout crowd. There's probably about, let's say, if there's 75,000 there, at least 10,000 of them were Oklahoma fans.
They were they acting respectable?
They were, for the most part. Yeah, they were. Now at the
somebody
end of the
in the comment section, one of my videos, I pinned it actually. He said that there was Oklahoma fans near him that were intoxicated, and one was walking up and down the stairs, trying to light his farts on fire.
Oh God!
To be fair, if I could leave Oklahoma and come to South Carolina for a day, I'd fucking do that. Who the hell wants to live there?
That's a good point.
Motherfuckers. Fuck them.
I don't know if I believe that or not, but that's what
you don't believe what I just said.
No, not you. Talking about trying to light his farts on fire.
Oh well, fuck. That's damn comedy there. Of course they did that.
No, you know, I didn't have any real negative reactions with them. They were, like I said, it's always annoying hearing another team cheering in your own stadium. So regardless of who it is, that's going to rub you raw. But I didn't have anybody come up to me like after the game or anything trying to talk shit. So
I would venture to say it was 70,000 South Carolina fans and 10,000 maybe Oklahoma fans. They don't want that smoke.
By that point, all the Gamecock fans had fucked off to the fair.
Well, that's fine.
I was the only one left in the stadium.
If someone was going to fuck with you, I'd like to think you guys would have thrown them out of the damn stadium onto the damn crackheads. But
it was just a shit show, man. I walked away from that game. You know, honest to God, that one hurt more than watching and staying the whole game for the App State loss. I don't know why, but that one just hurt more. There's something about it. Something about it. Just nothing went our way. And when shit did go our way, it was probably followed up by suck.
You know, that team has more talent than what they're just what they're so they're underachieving so badly.
What I'm worried about is next year. I mean, if it's this bad right now, God knows what we're going to look like next year. I mean, I'm not optimistic. Hell, if they keep Darius Gray, that'll help. But they got to get every single person on that O-line needs to be a second stringer next year. None of them need to come back as a starter. You need to go out, spend about $5 million, whatever the hell it takes per lineman. Okay, that's all you need. Get some linemen. The rest will follow suit. I mean, I think we've got decent depth at wide receiver, decent depth at running back. You got to get the line shirt up, man. And I saw something absurd. If Carolina, which they're going to, if they give up 15 sacks throughout the rest of the year, throughout 3 seasons, we will have averaged 40 sacks a season.
That's so bad.
Yeah, I don't know where that ranks, but it's got to be in the hundreds as far as FBS rankings. I mean,
hey, let's welcome Jakes to the show.
Export says that I get the wheel rebalance. He's talking about on the chip truck. No, not on Sunday afternoon. I wasn't able to get that done.
Yeah,
but
welcome to the show, Jakes. What's up, buddy?
So basically, I just was Carolina jackpot this week. I drove down from Virginia with my dad to go to this game. Nice tickets, man. We were at the 50-yard line and everything. Of course, we were right in between Oklahoma fans on the home side, so I'll give the credit to those fans. The guy wasn't really a jackass until the fourth quarter, starting to rub it in, but am I the only one that thinks we were never in any position to even threaten Oklahoma? I mean, we looked so bad. I had a buzz going in the first quarter. It was gone. It was
Well,
gone by the second.
I mentioned on the radio yesterday that the thing that I thought that gave South Carolina a chance was, going into yesterday's game, South Carolina was tops in the conference in interceptions. All right. Mateer had been dealing with that hand injury, and I thought maybe South Carolina could get the short field a couple of times off Mateer interceptions because, he threw 3 against Texas. Why not think he could throw a couple against the team that was tied for the lead in interceptions in the conference? So that's how I thought South Carolina could have a chance, but I forgot that then the bell rang and the offensive line had to go out there and they were the shits. So,
Hey, I saw something that somebody was saying that Oklahoma's offensive line was missing like 3 starters. Is that true?
Yeah, I think it was.
Because if it's true, look what they can do. They had a genius offense, man. They just did quick passes, and they basically sliced us up for five plays in the entire game. And I kept going to my dad. Why can't we do that?
Well,
They have a terrible O line. We have a terrible
it's
O
the
line.
same
Why can't we
fucking
do it?
thing Vanderbilt did to us. It's the same thing Missouri did to us, dumping it out in the flats and then beating you 1v1.
Also, I do want to say something. I totally called Vanderbilt beating LSU. I don't know why. I just said after LSU played us and then Dandy smoking us, I said it just makes sense. And can you believe that Vanderbilt is the top 10 team and they might have a legitimate shot to make the playoffs before South Carolina? But can any of you guys believe that in this lifetime? They might make it before us. That's crazy.
They were favored against LSU for the first time in like 77 years or some ridiculous.
I want to know who in 1948 was keeping records of who was favored and who wasn't.
That's a good point.
I don't know. I read that stat.
Probably somebody that looks like the Dolphins head coach.
I think somebody just made that up because Vanderbilt beat them in 1948.
You're probably not wrong. Little Mike McDaniel. Fuck, I hate that schmuck, dude.
Dude, he's getting fired. He's getting fired.
Hey, by the way, your Jets could get Sellers. Thoughts on that?
Who?
Kale's a Jets guy. They're 0-6.
Oh, okay. I was like, I'm a Steelers fan. I was like, that's not going to happen.
I don't think he does not need to go in the NFL draft this year. Whether he comes back to South Carolina or whether he hits the portal and goes somewhere else, I think he needs another year in college.
See, I kind of wanted you guys to help explain this to me because there's all been this entire time of talking about him being a first-round draft pick, and I guess everybody compares him to Cam Newton, and they're telling me that he's better than him. But I said Cam Newton put it together for a season or two in college, and I understand the O-line's terrible and everything, but I said, why is everybody putting him on Heisman alert when he only had 6 good games last season?
Well, the thing
like this year, I get it. The O-line's garbage.
He can't be tackled. It takes 3 people to tackle him.
It's potential, but I think also people got to remember that Cam Newton was backing up Tim Tebow and, stole a laptop, threw it out of a building, ended up having to go down to
Scoop a couple years
and play there. And then he had the 1 year at Auburn where, he was just lights out. But I think that Sellers has that ability. He just can't be tackled. He can throw some darts too, but he just keeps getting.
But here's my thing: if he's a first-round draft pick, I guess I have an idea. I have some idea of what I think an NFL draft pick would be. You're gonna base picking a high draft pick on a guy that you really haven't seen him put it together. You've just seen moments. Like I wouldn't want the Steelers to draft Sellers. Actually, well, you know what? The Steelers never draft South Carolina players, so that kind of would be cool. But
on the other hand, though, there is a higher ceiling for Sellers. I mean, there's who are you going to go with if you had the choice? Would you take Sellers or Carson Beck? I mean, it's not even close.
I mean, you got a point on that one.
And again, I get the stats thing, but it can't go without saying the dude takes legitimately 3 people to tackle. He is the only quarterback in college football that can be completely swallowed up in the backfield and still fuck around and get you 5 yards. He could have two edges converge. It happened against Oklahoma. Two edges converge on them at the same time, spin out of it, and get back to the line. There's just not anybody else playing.
Yeah, I mean, he was making some. Yeah, there was that one run where he basically he basically dodged one guy, went up the middle, was about to get trucked, juked that guy, then stiff armed another, and he did all of that for 8 yards.
That is why he's going to go first round. I mean, that right there, that's uncoachable. That's pure talent.
Yeah,
the NFL, talent. You got to think these guys are ego based. They come in, they say, I'm going to fix that. I can't coach what he already has, but the things that he's lacking in, I can fix. That's the way they're thinking about it because they got high egos.
I kind of agree with what Rob said.
With Anthony Richardson. Although I think Lenore Sellers is a much better runner of the ball than an AK-47. I think he's a better passer in that regard too. And he was 4th overall. So
I kind of agree with what Rob said. You're not going to fire your offensive coordinator after you just fired the O-line coach. Unfortunately, I think Shula's here for the rest of the season. I think if you were going to do it, you would have done it with Teasley.
Well, let me get y'all's opinion on that because this season's a wash. This season's a wash already. Do you think it might be better as far as player retention to just let Shula go out? Because you don't want to set the precedent of a fucking fire drill in Columbia, every coach getting fired. I almost think it's better just have a slow burn considering this season's over anyways and get rid of them at the end of the year. I think it might be a little better for player retention. I mean, you fire your OC, you fire your offensive line in this mid-year. I mean,
right, but you can't send him out recruiting. I mean that should
fuck no. You don't send him out recruiting. Hell no. I agree.
No,
you're gonna have guys coming in and all that stuff. I mean, you get the bye week coming up, which is generally when they travel. I mean, on the recruiting front, he can't go out and say, "Hey, I'm going to be here." No, none of that.
But do you get what I mean about the optics of like mass firing mid-season? It's just who wants. I wouldn't recruit. I wouldn't commit to a team like that. I would rather it be, like I said, at the end of the year. Like, hell, everybody knows the dude's getting fired. It's just an optics thing at this point. I mean, the season's washed, dude. What are we going to do, fire him and then go lose these rest of the games anyways? It ain't going to make a difference. I mean, this season's done. Which, by the way, Pete Limbo had a hell of a win. Sorry to get off tangent. They had – never mind. I'll go at the end. This is way off topic, but go ahead, Jacob. I seen some people comment, and they wanted to know if me or you were on the fire Shane Beamer train. So why don't you give your opinion on that?
Right now, I mean, I think he's going to stay for the remainder of the year, but I'm going to hold to my position last week when I said if he doesn't get a winning record next year, I don't see how you wouldn't fire this man.
Right.
I mean, personally, I'm on the opinion now every time I watch the post game, I think this guy's full of shit. He's just full of nothing excuses at this point. And then to be perfectly honest with you, I'm getting really sick and tired of the it's all on me. It's all on me. Of course we know it's all on me.
That routine's getting old.
I'm getting tired of that.
Yeah, she went upstairs.
He tried to throw one of them under the bus yesterday, but then he quickly backpedaled it and said, "No, it's me. I got to do better than me."
And then
I got a question. What would you rather him say? And I get what y'all are saying, but I mean, it's a disappointing result, disappointing team this year. I mean, what do you want the guy to say?
It's BS. It's BS from the standpoint that everybody that back in 2023 he was throwing players under the bus, and then he turns around and starts overcompensating it with that. I don't know what I'd rather him say, but I know that is coming from a place of bullshit. I know it's not genuine, and he doesn't mean it.
Well, also, if you watch his press conferences, and I showed this to Big Barney Ross, whenever they lose a game, it's always one of the things he always says is when you do blah, 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 which is, when you have more turnovers, you can't expect to win the conference. When you rush for 47 yards, you can't expect to win in this conference. It's like, why don't you take all that shit and put it on a board and then tell your team these are things we can't do.
Well, something like that. I'm okay with him saying that. Honestly, I mean that's setting. I mean, is he wrong? If you got 46 yards, you ain't gonna win a fucking game.
To be honest with you, Peckerhead, when you're a loser and you coach a losing football team, nothing you say is going to be the right thing to say.
And, and that's kind of what I was getting at. I mean, he's in a position right now where, like you said, it don't really matter what he says. I mean, either way, it's going to come in a shitty.
I guess I got with Spurrier because I remember Spurrier saying in a press conference, "That's how dumbass we are. We can't even snap the damn ball." And you know what? Fan base fucking loved that because they went 7-5 or whatever the hell that year. But at least he knew his team sucked, and he had to go out and rebuild. And it wasn't any of this shit of we're just gonna love them. That's what we're gonna do. We're just gonna love them and hope they love us back. There's no bullshit with Spurrier, man. He was great.
Well, the thing is, that was a different era. I mean, what coach has the mentality of Spurrier right now outside of Kirby? Maybe Dan Lanning. Cignetti will take any whore off the street with a 0-star next to their name and give them their first payday.
Top 10 team, sir. What do you want to talk about?
I mean, I get that, but Cignetti ain't. You're not going to Cignetti and saying he's the sheriff of college football. He sets a standard. I mean, Cignetti, he's a good coach. Don't get me wrong, but he.
You asked me
in the same light. He's not.
I gave you the person that would say some shit like that. He would say it. So
the other
Scott says, Jackpots, what are your thoughts on Pavia's mom? She got me bricked up, my guy.
Wood. Jackpot wood.
We'll do a thing where, like, I go to the Vanderbilt game and, like, I'm trying to find her and secure a date with her, and it'd be kind of like the reverse of like the old days when Eddie Guerrero was hitting on the mamacita, was China, but except now I'm the one hitting on the females, the Latino, and I'm the white dude. That would be that'd be must see television there.
Well,
but yeah.
The one thing I also want to point out on his press conferences, I mean, damn guys, we're undefeated in practice, and every single week when we lose, we're undefeated in practice. We played so great in practice. We're so good at practice. Practice this, practice that. But then when the game comes, it's like we didn't practice. And I almost wish I lived in South Carolina to watch this. I was like, what does a good practice look like? Because we must look amazing in practice. But then when it's time to play, oh, yeah, we didn't have this O-line. Forgot about that.
Yeah. There's another team, another coach. Fran Brown would say some shit. He would spit some shit.
And to that point, I do want this to be said. As far as holding your team accountable, it does need to be said. Shane Beamer did suspend 3 players for that week for violating team rules.
Sure.
One being a starter, Brian Rowe, definitely would have saw some major targets in that game.
Good for him on that, but we don't even know what it was. It could have been anything. But
exactly. But that's what I'm saying.
Somebody said they thought it was they skipped practice to go drink beer.
Well, if
that's the case, get them off the fucking team.
Well, if they're in college, they're just kids.
No, skipping practice, that's bullshit.
Like,
though,
I don't want it to be like, you hammer these kids and then, they were out drinking beer or whatever.
Who would?
You're getting paid though. You're getting paid. This is the job.
I can't imagine any of them trying to skip practice. I mean, who wouldn't want to be part of some of the best practices in the history of history? I mean, it made no sense.
Yeah, this is the only time we don't suck is in practice. We should go then. All the other times, rather playing the fucking game, we are fucking ass. But when practice, we are awesome. I have to go to practice.
Well, one thing I have seen, and I want y'all's opinion. And what I see in the games, it doesn't look like they've given up. It really doesn't. I mean, there's still effort.
I agree.
So to keep again. Just as far as I know, we're hitting Shane Beamer hard tonight, and rightfully so. But some of the stuff that he does well, we should highlight too. To have a preseason, what were we, 12th to what we have now, and still have your starters coming in, giving their effort. I mean, hell, Dylan Stewart got hurt. He tried to check back into the game, same game. You got players in this era of college football. Juice Wells getting hurt, sitting out the whole year. That's just one example.
At the Gamecock 22 says we should build some temporary stands. We got to see this once in a generation.
It's got to be Luke Doty as quarterback 2, just absolutely tearing it up. I bet Luke Doty is a practice warrior.
Speaking of which, did y'all see you saw the third stringer? I thought the third string, he looked good. Granted, I'm going to say Oklahoma's playing the second and third, but I thought his arm motion was great.
That pick he threw was not on him.
That was not his fault.
It was a bad route.
You guys asked me to say something nice about Shane Beamer. I can say this nice about him. He put a quarterback in to get him some snaps. The game was over. He had that opportunity when
Sellers got hurt.
Sellers got hurt, but no, even before then, the season before with Rattler, there were games that you guys were out of.
He did it versus Old Dominion and Furman. Sellers had a 50-yard touchdown versus Furman.
The point is that you could get some more snaps for your backup because that guy may be there next year if Sellers decides to go somewhere else. So.
I found something on Twitter, some ding-a-ling with the Spurs up as his profile thing called Queen City Spurs says, "You fans," he posts this, "you fans calling for Shane's job better be dead silent next week if they beat Bama. Shane is the guy for SC. Period."
No chance.
What have you seen that makes you
I don't know if they're trolling with this or
what have you seen that makes you think we're going to beat Bama?
We were supposed to beat Oklahoma and LSU. We're going to beat Bama and Ole Miss.
This is the comment of the night. Brock says the comrade is a better quarterback than Doty. Very good, Brock. That's a callback there. Very good.
Lisa says, "Did y'all watch the FSU game?" I got up. I kind of fell asleep yesterday after our game, and I woke up, I don't know, around the end of the Missouri game, and I watched the end of that, and I watched that Florida State game all the way to the end. Did anybody else see the just pitiful?
Yeah, Stanford, man. I'm like, dude, where's UCLA coming out of nowhere? Where's Stanford coming out of nowhere?
How do you feel
for them?
I don't think it's so much Stanford coming out of nowhere. I think it's just Florida State is just dog shit.
Yeah, they're collapsing.
They're terrible.
Can you imagine, though, losing to Stanford and they have literally an interim
they have
coach?
A 3.
Listen to him as the interim coach, Frank Reich. Frank Reich knows I'm coaching.
Frank Reich, holy shit. He's still coaching.
That's their head coach.
They look so bad. They look so bad in that week 1 game against Hawaii. Or week 0, whatever it was. It's so bad.
Well, they have 2 ACC wins. Florida State has 0.
How is Mike Norvell not fucking axed yet?
Well, his buyout is ungodly.
Oh, God, is it? I hadn't even looked that up.
Yeah, don't forget he went undefeated a couple years ago, brother. I mean, they signed him up. They took care of his ass. I mean,
oh my gosh, $59.2 million.
Why is Hugh Freeze still coaching? Does anybody want to tell me that?
Hugh Freeze? Well,
because I'll tell you what, I'll take Franklin over any of these motherfuckers that have gotten fired in the past couple of days or should be fired over any of those guys.
The one thing I can say about Hugh Freeze that his teams are at least competitive and they're close. I mean, he's within 10, 15 points of being 4-0 in the SEC instead of 0-4 or whatever he is. They went to overtime with Mizzou. I mean, they were beaten. They were within a cunt hair going up 17-0 against Georgia last week. I mean, almost won at Oklahoma. It was some crazy stuff at the end of that one. They were within a touchdown of A&M, so he's not getting blown out. I mean, I don't know.
No, but I'm just saying with Auburn's history, the way that Auburn acts, they don't normally allow that shit to happen.
But I will say this: I mean, for all the bullshit that we put up with from them for years, and everybody's always thought their football program was pretty dirty. I think they're getting what they justly deserve. So,
well, I'm here to. I remember the "you're just a farm team" for Florida State comments. I mean, can you sit here and imagine back then saying in just a few short years, Florida State would give anything to just be in South Carolina's position right now, let alone, their own standards. They would kill just to be South Carolina. Can you imagine that Florida State.
Well, also, hey, look at I got to give you the rest of this. The Auburn schedule here. They're at Arkansas, interim coach, home with Kentucky. Kentucky was a damn tease last night, thinking they were going to hang with Texas and beat them, then give it up in overtime. They go to Vanderbilt, and then a home game with Mercer. Oof. And then Alabama.
Wow.
Home game in Mercer. Upset alert.
Yeah, home game.
Well, they're not winning against Vanderbilt. I'm gonna pull for Vanderbilt the rest of the way. I've been shitting on Vanderbilt.
Who's
Ever since they
Vandy
beat
got
us, I've been wanting them to get beat, and and then after yesterday, like I'm solidly on the Vanderbilt train. So I hope
I think Vandy got like 3 top 25 teams left.
I hope they beat
ESPN.
Mizzou's ass this weekend.
I saw on ESPN they're still claiming South Carolina as a top 15 win for Vanderbilt, by the way.
Yes, they are. That's we'll talk about that in the offseason, how ranked wins at any point before Halloween are just garbage. Vanderbilt's schedule the rest of the way. They got a home game with Mizzou. They play this. I think they beat Texas.
They Texas. Did they still got Arch? Have they benched that bum yet?
No, he's playing yesterday.
Oh my gosh.
Home game with Kentucky and on the road at Tennessee. Oof.
I think they could, honest to God, I think they could win 3 of the 4.
Actually, scratch that. Yeah, I think 3 out of 4.
So
with Vanderbilt.
Where's that Tennessee game being played?
It's up there in Knoxville. It's in Knoxville.
Yeah.
I think Vanderbilt wins. He's already told you he was going to do it. He's already told you they're running Tennessee this year.
I'll just be glad.
They have an awful defense. There's no reason Vanderbilt's going to run all over them.
Well, not only that, Vanderbilt holds the ball like 25 minutes out of the game minimum. It's just a slow offense, and that's how they win games. They keep you from getting the ball.
I hope our boy Daniel Gregory shows up at some point, either tonight or in Wednesday night stream. I owe him an apology. I think I called him a little redneck troll yesterday during the game against Oklahoma, and that was just coming from a place of anger.
Well, to be fair, Jackpot, you were fucking everybody yesterday in your live stream.
Have you? I got a question.
Another guy over here on to come on, Michael, and he's gone.
Yeah, he left. I don't know what happened to him.
I got a question. Have you guys ever thought about taking like Jackpot's best moments and making like a compilation?
I've asked him year after year, Jay.
It's great, or at least timestamp.
I've said it year.
Rob did some of that couple of years ago. That takes a while to do.
It's not an issue of that. It's just that we didn't get a lot of views out of it. So I'm spending an hour and a half knocking that stuff out, and it's like I did every game. And it was like,
maybe it should just be.
We all know he's not getting the views that he should. He got a quality channel, so we all know he should be totally getting way more views than he does. So we all
from a couple of years ago, where the Gamecocks played at Georgia and they were leading at the half, and then they ended up losing the game or whatever. Probably one of the best Jackpot streams ever, where he motherfucked everybody and said, "This is bullshit. I'm tired of my team having talent and going down there and losing to these fucking leg humpers." It was.
One of my favorite was Jackpot. It was against Vandy, and he was crying. And then Zeb Nolan checks in.
That was
Zeb Nolan checks in and leads a historic 1.5 minute drive, and the Jackpot celebration went from tears to absolute jubilation.
Yeah, my biggest regret is that I did not record that because I did not realize you were going to delete it. I played that probably 100 times. I thought that was the best thing on YouTube.
I was gonna talk to Jackpot about this, like the whole thing with the subscription stuff. I may start putting like maybe some of his best stuff and then putting it behind on the subscription.
That'd be a great idea. But hey, because you saw me pass them out. As a matter of fact, hold up.
We're gonna have to revoke all the shit you gave away because nobody's paying for it.
I paid for it.
What the hell are you paying for? What does that mean?
I gave it. I paid for it and gave
Yeah.
it to them. That's money
Yeah, I
from
mean,
y'all.
isn't it just like what, $2.99, $3.99, $4.99?
No, yeah, I don't. I think I gave y'all it was like $50 that I did and gift and memberships.
Yeah,
So whenever you see that, if somebody gifts a membership, that's paying y'all. It's like a super
I
chat.
don't know about that. I just know that like you can do membership stuff where if you want to go and look at that, you can watch the best of Jackpot. I don't know. We'll see.
Well, and that's what it's for. It's supposed to be a monthly thing. So, like, when I gift them out, ideally somebody would re-up it, and then they would take over the payment on it. But for that initial one, like 5 people, I just made them a membership.
Well, we'll see.
So
I don't know.
Ideally, though, they'll take it over and continue.
But if we're not getting, not to sound like I'm capitalistic here, but it's a lot of work to put together that stuff and, condense the live show down from 4 hours to 12 minutes or whatever. So,
But
anyway.
I'm kind of glad that when we came on here, we were talking about yesterday's game. I tried to just tell myself, because I was at the game by the third, fourth quarter, just feeling so down about how we played. I said, maybe I just need a day. And I said, okay, give myself a day to think about this. And the next day, I was going, no, I'm still pissed. I
Yeah.
still think that we suck, and I still think we're going 4-8, and maybe we can beat Clemson. Maybe. I think y'all's offense is better than ours, but we're gonna see. We're gonna find out.
Nope.
That's got to be the shitter.
Season where Clemson's going to play Florida State, and as shitty as Florida State has played, we'll lose that game at home.
Oh my God, that would then it might be time to talk to Dabo about maybe.
Do you think realistically is there a chance he misses a bowl game this year?
South Carolina plays Alabama next week, Randall.
No, if you're asking me about, hold on, I got to look at the rest of the Clemson schedule here.
I mean, you got Duke. I know you've got Duke still. You've got
Florida State,
Florida
Carolina.
State. We're at the point where, I think
it's a home game.
Or be playing for probably for the ACC title against Georgia Tech. So that's what I hope happens, but we'll see. Hold on, look at the rest of the schedule here, but.
The Gamecock 22 says, Jackpot, I saw your most recent video at the end. You talked about coaches that should replace Shane Beamer. Yes, I did. I asked for suggestions. I'm going to make a video. Well, one I've thought of is Tulane's head coach, John Summerall. Yeah, he would be a good one. I think that he might be holding out to try to go to Kentucky if they end up firing Mark Stoops because he's a former Kentucky player. But, yeah, you're right.
The Clemson schedule is Duke at home in 2 weeks, Florida State at home, at Louisville, home with Furman, and at South Carolina. I don't know.
I think Louisville's the only legitimate loss I can see.
We got one more.
I thought Duke,
I
don't know. They kind of look like shit.
We have one more win left, and that's Furman. I really think that.
Ooh, Furman.
For who? Clemson?
Yep.
Wow.
Oh, okay. Y'all don't think y'all can beat Florida State, though?
The way we're playing, no. I don't, man. Our defense is getting worse and worse. That motherfucker had one leg against us. And he was
so apparently did the LSU QB, and he ran for 50 yards on us on one play. I swear he was faking it, but whatever.
Hey, Jake, what part of Virginia are you in?
I always tell people Richmond, but it's okay. It's Mechanicsville, Virginia. Yeah. So we're actually probably only 30 minutes give or take.
Atlee, Hanover. Yeah, I worked that area.
Yeah, I went to Hanover.
Gotcha. I went to LC Bird.
Oh, hey, that's where I would have went if we didn't move from Henrico. So that's kind of a crazy story.
Gotcha.
Crazy coincidence.
No, but I think we got one more win left, and it's Furman. People just don't seem to understand. This has been happening to Clemson for 3-4 years now.
What was your preseason prediction?
Yeah, shut up. I'm not.
Hold up, Jake. Do you know what his preseason prediction was?
So, unfortunately, I think you're going to laugh at me because I was telling people, I don't know what his was, but I said, man, Dad, I think Clemson's going to – I bought into the hype. I said national champions.
He said 12-0 natty.
Was I that wrong at the beginning of the season? No,
I thought you were.
I did.
I don't know.
12-0. I said 12-0 regular season. I didn't say shit.
Yeah, that's fair. He did say that. He did.
So
say
I
that.
went one step above. So I mean, y'all could put a clown nose right on me and start putting some
No,
face paint on me.
I know
I
that.
knew that wasn't going to happen. I knew Cade Klubnik was overrated, and that
Oh, you didn't know
I knew
that.
that wasn't going to happen.
You
Just,
didn't know
That's
By
why
the
I
way,
don't
Jake,
gamble.
I know you said you were disappointed at that drive. If it makes you feel any better, I'm leaving about 1 a.m. Halloween night to go get our shit pushed in Oxford. So you're not the only one.
So,
One would think
so
less
who
of
do
you.
you think?
Fuck it, I'm
Who do
not
you
going.
think burns more calories, Lane Kiffin or Shane Beamer?
Oh, Shane Beamer.
Shane Beamer does thinking up those damn lies. That exerts
just
a lot
gets
With
of
too
all
energy.
those
angry.
hand claps and practice, and great practices.
Shane Beamer's, and I'm surprised he didn't blow up over that halftime thing.
Well, he could
He
be
has
like
a tendency
Dabo.
to blow up over shit like that. And I'm surprised he was as cavalier as he was with it.
He could be like Dabo and mention shit that happened 5-6 years ago. So
Hey, well,
it's getting
That
Hey,
old.
good?
that's
it's the same
credibility.
thing as Beamer.
That
What the fuck
good?
is he going to say realistically? What's Dabo
That
going to say
good?
right now? I saw something interesting. It was talking about them bringing in Tom Allen but not letting him hire. I think it was Pigskin Pete. Not letting him hire any of his own people. It was all
That's
like
true.
former players and
Yeah.
and shit like that.
Yep.
You think there's going to be an exodus of position coaches for Clemson?
No, no, I don't.
Damn.
No, I don't.
Damn.
Y'all
Well, who
see
do you
that?
think's more hard-headed, Beamer or Dabo at this point?
Dabo.
Dabo, definitely Dabo. Yeah.
Dabo's more hard-headed. Beamer's more immature.
Yeah, but at least Dabo, like Dabo has a national champion. So I mean, as much as I hate Clemson, I mean, I just don't get how we could when people
At
start
least,
giving
at
Rob
least
shit, I'm
Dabo's not
going.
disrespectful to people. I don't, I mean, that's
Well, Tyler from Spartanburg, he didn't like him too much.
well. That was the maddest I ever saw him get. Really.
I see somebody put out this thing like it was almost like Sports Talk Jay talking about the whole signals thing. Someone put out this thing that Tyler from Spartanburg or whatever his name is was an actual like planted call
What?
by
I've heard
the Clemson administration.
I've
I've
heard
read
that.
that and I'm like, all right, so like Tiger Red Devils heard it too. I know for a fact the question thing where Dabo talks about there's only one Carolina is North Carolina. That was a completely scripted thing that he did.
Yeah.
Absolutely 100% scripted. So
Oh, yeah.
the title for Spartanburg thing, it's not really beneath what Dabo would do to motivate the team. Just saying.
Well, the thing is, he falls back because earlier he was talking about if you want me to go, I'll leave. This, that, and the third, but I'm not going to go to the beach.
If you listen if you listen to the call from Tyler from Spartanburg, the kid, guy, whatever he was, I don't know how old this person was. They weren't that disrespectful. I mean, he was like, it was at first he was nervous to be even talking to him.
I agree.
Voice was like shaky. He was like, "Yes, sir. My family's had Clemson tickets for a long time, and
he sounded like Jordan Dealmaker. We've had tickets for blah 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 year. I mean, he sounded like that, and it was like, all right, but I mean,
then I don't know. It just sounded hokey to me, but
yeah.
And I touching on that, I'll just finish what I was saying.
Big Barney Ross says Nico was selling Tennessee plays for $1 a play. Well, he was making some money in because they ain't worth 50 cents.
I was about to say,
Dude, Alabama bought apparently the whole playbook.
Did he sell him? Did they sell him the play where they picked it off and took back a 98-yard pick six? Who the fuck does that?
Shit,
Oh my god!
I am so glad Alabama won. I'm so glad they won. That
you got to read that comment.
With a paper asshole. Thank you at HHS at H Texas. That's funny.
I'm not even quite sure what that means, to be honest.
I don't either, but it's pretty funny.
He said he left yesterday with 7 minutes to go in the third quarter. Dang.
Well, see, that's
that's
some
bad
fake.
way.
Listen, regardless of how bad your team is, if you leave before the game's over, I automatically have less respect for you. Okay. I've sat
Yeah,
through
I
some
completely agree.
absolutely god awful
I've
losses.
left plenty of games early before.
No, I can't agree
Clemson.
with
I
it.
can't do it with the money I spent. Can't do it.
Exactly, and it's just a principle thing. It's a principle thing. How many times have you looked at the other team leaving and laughed at them and said, "Oh, we're doing so good, they're leaving"? I don't want to be part of that.
But going to your point about the effort, you got to give those kids some credit. I mean, by the third quarter, those stands were
Empty.
drained,
Yeah,
No,
and
but
they were still playing.
what I usually do when I'm leaving early like that, I'll turn around and kind of just pretend to be talking to somebody. I'm like, all right, you want me to get you what? You want a Coke? It's a Diet Coke and chicken sandwich. All right, I'll be back. And then I just never return.
no,
You give them the old Irish goodbye but actually try to talk.
Just a quick thing here.
I don't like it. I've sat through some bad losses, man, and it's one of those things, man. You got to take it as they come. If you go to a game and your team's getting their ass kicked, you just got to sit through it, man.
No,
it's just the same as watching a win. Although
me and Jackpot Jr. walked out of the LSU state about 2 minutes early, before the game ended, and I was just wanting to get to I just needed to get to the truck so that because I had no idea how bad traffic was going to be getting out of that joint, which, by the way, it's pretty bad, but it's not the worst I've ever experienced. And one of them did yell at me when we were walking down, saying, "Where are you going?" And I turned around and looked right at him, and I said, "Home." He just was like, "Yeah." He's like, "Well, that's a long way away." Yeah, it is.
I'm heading to your mom's house. She's making fucking breakfast in the morning.
I can't blame Drew's comment. I mean, there's been plenty of games where my TV has been in some jeopardy from getting the remote thrown right through it, watching this team.
TV's different than going to the game, though. That has
yeah, I don't care. I'll just curse people out. I mean, I had 2 Oklahoma people next to me just screaming in my ear, talking smack, and I'm with my dad, so what am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do? I'm like, oh, yeah, you guys are doing a good job. But if I was with my buddies, I mean, there were some college kids behind me talking major crap, saying, "You guys live in Oklahoma. You spent your whole life savings to get here." And then there was a Marine right behind the guy that said, "I'm from Oklahoma." And then the kid's just like, "I'm sorry, sir."
Right.
That doesn't work. All right, we got to move on, gentlemen. Appreciate y'all, man. I got Daniel
Lisa
coming in
said
next.
she loves Dabo's line. She said, "I love Dabo's line about Clemson years ago." You talking about where he said this is the University of South Carolina or whatever? Yeah. All you dumb Clemson fans just ate that up, didn't you? Let's not forget he was butthurt because we kicked his ass for 3 years in a row.
Peckerhead, we got to go, buddy.
I want to say one more thing. I thank you for giving me just one more comment. As you see, 21 for 23, a franchise record, the only Patriots quarterback in history to have a 90% completion percentage through for at least 20 passes. That's what the stat was. He's the only quarterback in Patriots history to throw for 80% completion percentage in 3 games straight. I mean, you fucked up. The Patriots done went and got the next best quarterback in the league. We're going to have him for another 30 years. We might rattle off another 6 Super Bowls, and everybody's just going to have to sit on their hands and watch. Nobody wants to see it but me, and I'm happy for it. Outside of that, man. Hey, by the way, before I go, did the Packers win? Packers, because my girlfriend's a Packers fan. I didn't catch the game.
I think so. I didn't catch the game today. I took the kids to the fair.
Hey, nothing wrong with that. What'd you eat?
Didn't eat anything.
Bullshit. You didn't eat nothing at the fair?
I got a tea. I got a rocket tea. That's what I got.
Okay, fair enough.
They named that for Rocket Sanders.
It should be, because that's the last great feedback you had. They beat the Cardinals 27-23. There you go.
Panthers are 4-3 right now. They beat the Jets today, who are 0-7.
Drew, you say Patriots fans are crazy. I don't even know who you are, but I know you check out of games early. So, again, I have less respect for you.
I'll let you go, bud. We got
Cox, baby.
Here, man. See you later. All right, Daniel, welcome to the program, sir.
Oh, yeah, welcome me. Can you hear me?
Yes,
Yeah.
we can hear you, sir. Are there more?
I wanted to
Tennessee?
I wanted to apologize to you for yesterday. I think I called you a redneck troll or something when I got mad. I didn't mean that.
It's fine. You had one part right. I am a redneck.
So how many
you are.
trailer parks burned in Tennessee yesterday, Daniel? Don't lie. I know you smell them from your
Oh,
house.
oh God, dude. Like you. Oh, I don't even know where to start. I don't even know where to start with them motherfuckers. They made me so fucking mad.
They were trying to fight. They were trying to fight after the game too. They was big mad.
Right. I put that on
Yeah,
our
oh, yeah.
Facebook page. Peckerhead, normally I thought he would be up in here talking about Aguiar throwing the damn pick on the 1 yard line.
Oh my God.
Joey, I'm surprised he didn't do that, but hey.
And you know, the thing is what's bad about it is, yeah, it was a bad throw. He shouldn't have made the throw. But we have 0 timeouts left with 9 seconds, and we're lined up like we're going to run the football. Every fucking body in the stadium knew we weren't going to run the football. But we still play action, which nobody falls for because we're not going to run the fucking football with no timeouts. And he throws a pick. It was the dumbest play call I've ever seen, which doesn't surprise me. Their offensive coordinator's a fucking bum. And their defensive coordinator's a fucking bum.
Wait a minute. You don't think Heupel's calling plays, brother?
That's a good question because that's a great.
No, it's but bro, your nose.
Who is Tennessee's OC now?
Joey Halsley.
Oh, okay.
You'll never know his name because that's as big of a job as he'll ever fucking have.
So this is off subject. Did the baseball coach take the Giants job?
Not as of right now. Apparently, he said he wants to stay, which AKA means Danny White. Pay me more money. So
that's just an odd move. I've never seen. Have you ever seen that, Rob? I've never seen a college baseball coach go to the major league.
Actually, I have. There was a coach that I can't remember where he coached at, but he ended up coaching the Minnesota Twins, and then he went back into college. But yeah, it has happened. Generally, they don't go and get college guys and bring them up to the majors.
They normally, most of the time, you'll see them a ton of times. It's former players,
right?
You know,
I do remember there was a coach that went to coach on it up at the Twins, but I don't remember. So
yeah,
we'll see.
I couldn't blame him for taking the job if he took it. I mean, major leagues. I mean, I could understand why you would want to do that.
Have the Braves named the manager yet?
No. Peckerhead with a super chat. It goes without saying, Rob, silence speaks louder than words. Billy, welcome to the show.
Hey, Daniel, you beat me to it.
Yeah.
On that play. The clock was running, no timeouts. Everybody in the world knew that was going to be a pass play. It had to
right.
be.
If you run it and don't get it, the half's over, and you look like a complete fucking idiot.
You're done.
But instead, just throw a 99-yard pick six. What's fucking new against Alabama? What's new?
As somebody from the outside looking in, if you're telling me that Heupel's not calling plays, I'm not buying it. I mean, he's that's what
he probably did.
Yeah,
I mean, he probably did. I don't. Yeah,
he's got a headset. I mean, he could, just like Beamer, he can override Shula anytime he wants if he wants it.
Hey,
but as far as selling those plays, South Carolina might want to pay him because Aguilar had 268 yards passing, and Tennessee had 142 yards rushing for 410 yards. So yeah, y'all might want to buy him.
If you would have told me we're holding Alabama to under, what was it, 70 yards rushing, and we rushed for over 150 yards, I would have said, oh, we fucking won the game. But we've won the game.
Alabama had a total of 373 yards offense.
And 300 of it was passing.
Billy, I'm going to apologize in advance for what I'm about to do because I was actually paid to do this. No lie. If you heard that ching thing, cha-ching go off, that was my Venmo. But you are an old fuck.
Who was that?
I won't say who sent it to me, but I was. I got a notification right there from Venmo.
Oh, yeah.
So I
That's
apologize.
fine.
I didn't mean that.
Oh, that's fine.
But if somebody pays me to do something, I'm gonna do it.
But you know
By
what's
the
funny,
way,
Dan?
we forgot to do the Dennis Wilson bit. That's coming back on Wednesday, so stick around for that.
And what even's funnier is back in August, we have some people in the comments. His initials was Chris Knipe and Andrew and all these people wondering about who's Tennessee's going to have a quarterback. Who's
Goddamn,
Tennessee's
Jackpot's
quarterback?
Venmo's going crazy here. Did he hit somebody else on the Venmo? What the hell? Jackpot?
Who's Tennessee's quarterback?
That's what we just saw. I don't need to see that shit.
Hey, Daniel, what quarterback's number one in the college football right now with consecutive games with over 200 yards? We don't know if he can pass the ball. Can he pass the ball?
I wish he could play defense.
Yeah. Oh, we suck there. You know, and people make fun of it that an All-American is gone. Have you ever said anything about McCoy being gone or Gilbert? I ain't never said nothing. I've never cried about injuries. But we sure heard Beamer yesterday cry.
And it's next man up in college. You gotta have depth. You gotta have depth. Lack of fucking depth.
That's what Beamer was saying yesterday. But our players are hurt. We got this player hurt. That means you got no depth, moron.
Yeah, that's
Opie. He reminds me of Opie Taylor.
Who is that? Shane
Beamer. He reminds me of Opie Taylor. You know, it's come by my conclusion. He reminds me of some kid that's in the deep end without swimmies on. Bless his heart. He tries hard. He really does. He tries hard. He's got that coach speak. It's on me. We know it's on you, moron. You say that every week.
Scott says Bobby's mom's name is Antoinette Padilla. She is a nurse and single mom. Her interests are long walks on the beach, watching Vandy football, and keeping Jackpot bricked up.
Oh my God. Rob, did you see the extent that Jackpot went to choreograph a video? He had a hate video last night on Shane Beamer, and we was listening to hot dog water boiling for about 5 minutes. That took some talent right there.
It was. Yeah, that was water boiling right here. I was boiling 2 hot dogs.
And he was giving Shane Beamer what for up and down. I said, man, that's classic right there. That's classic. I mean, that's skill to choreograph boiling water and talk about your coach.
Another super chat from Peckerhead. Ain't it crazy at his old age, Billy still has more sense than Tiger Red Devil? Hashtag 12-0.
Well, I don't know about that. I'm just if I might consider being Beamer's peer. No, the experiment's gone. You know, when Jordan Dillmaker says time's up, you know time's up. But there was still a guy today on Game Chuck and Jordan Dillmaker. He was giving me a hard time. Some guy named Rebel or something about, Beamer. Simple question is how long you going to keep a coach that's 16-21, looking at 16-24, 25 easily? How long do you do that?
Yeah.
But hey, boys, I'm gonna get out here. I just wanted to say, come in here and take my fucking medicine. We fucking suck until otherwise. Only thing's worse is that I'm a goddamn Titans fan. Fuck my life. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Oh yeah, our secondary is horrible.
Brock, let's add Brock to the stage here. Brock, what's up?
Hey, what's up, man? Jackpot, I was wanted to say something about the hot dog video because I'm an Alabama fan, but man, that was hilarious. I woke up this morning and that's the first thing that came across my YouTube channel. So
I don't know why I recorded that. It's actually shot from a funny angle because I did it off of an iPad. I just had propped up. I just turned it on and started talking. I was just
Rob, if you haven't seen it, I mean, he's got the phone right there over the boiling hot dog water. I mean, it's loud as all get out.
I can tell when Jackpot's upset after a game. If he texts me within like 10 minutes after the game's over, he's pissed. Or if he calls me when they win a game, like the Tennessee game from a couple of years, he called me. I'm on the radio and Jackpot's like, hey, Rob, what's going on? Like, I'm on the fucking radio, Jackpot. He goes, we've beat Tennessee. Yeah, no fucking shit. It's pretty funny.
That's not a block.
But speaking on the game, because I know we got to go to to y'all stadium this coming up weekend.
Yeah,
we
not looking forward to it.
yeah, but I look.
I want to play
Jackpot,
Kentucky again.
I understand. I understand you're hurting right now, but if y'all beat us, you'll be all right. You know what I'm saying? But I think. Well, we said that. I mean, there's a lot of teams that said that, and they beat Alabama, and we struggle with unranked teams. So if we could go back to our old ways, right? That's all I'm saying. So yeah, I'm not off the fence. You know what I'm saying with us just because we're on a winning streak right now. It's it's next week. You know what I'm saying? We got to keep going. So it's no quitting. I mean, we got to keep having this same mentality every week. We still got to play y'all. We got to play LSU at home. We got to play Oklahoma at home, and then we got to play, of course, Auburn on the road. So
yeah,
it's a gauntlet, man. And I mean,
yeah,
we're on a
they look
six-game
good.
streak, but still,
so they look better and better every week.
Yeah, but the thing is, I don't like our defensive coordinator, and some Alabama fans say, "Oh well, you just think, oh, Nick Saban's still our coach," but it's not just that. It's just I've never seen Alabama get ran on like the way they do now.
What's this, Kane Womack?
Yeah. I don't know if it's just the players that because we still have Saban players on defense, right?
Yeah.
DeBoer hasn't got all his guys, in there yet, but the defense, I mean, it's getting better each week. I mean, our pass rush came along against a really good offensive line in Tennessee. Tennessee only gave up 4 sacks this year and they gave up 4 sacks against Alabama last night. So
yeah, they gave up twice. They gave up as many last night as they had all year.
Yeah.
Let me read this from Peek Around the Corner with Greg Flugwar. I'm not trying to butcher your name, sir, but he says, "Bless the Golden Gophers that beat evil Cornhuskers every single year." Great show, guys.
Thank you very much. Yeah, they did.
Cornhuskers look bad. Yeah.
Back to South Carolina. What do you think about Cutter Woods? He looked pretty sharp.
Yeah.
I'd turned the game off by the time poor old Cutter Woods got in there.
He looked pretty sharp. I mean, he came in there and man on a mission.
But Billy, are you a Tennessee fan?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay.
No, he's just wearing that fucking T on his shirt for nothing, brother.
Texas. I'm a Texas
I was making
fan.
sure. I couldn't see it. I'm
picking at you, Brock. No,
yeah, but
Billy was around when Jimmy Majors was coaching.
Yeah.
Back before then.
Look, man, it's all good, to have bragging rights against Tennessee, of course. I hate Tennessee. I'm an Alabama fan.
That game right there with Tennessee fans, the third week in October.
Yeah.
It don't matter the rest of the year. It really don't. And I'm the one that keeps telling Jackpot and others, it's just a college football. When you get 70, you go through this crap. You quickly learn to not let it get to you.
Well, it's always the younger Tennessee fans, you know what I'm saying? Like the guys that are in their 20s and 30s that really crash out. They were upset about this game. That Joey, they was like on Joey, a lot, and then they was on, they want Tim Banks fired. I'm hearing a lot of Tim Banks slander right now.
Let me allude to that. I go over to Talking Balls to listen because you really get some delusional idiots.
Yeah.
There's people wanting Heupel's head.
Yeah, that's crazy.
There's people wanting Heupel fired. Not only Tim Banks, they want him gone. And there's
because they lost to Alabama. I mean,
yes.
I mean, you gotta understand. This is what Tennessee, I don't know, some Tennessee fans act like it was just going to be a given to them last night. Like, Alabama is not the same team from Florida State game. They're not.
Biscuit, back to the show. Billy was General Nealon's frat brother.
Yeah, he's an awesome dude.
Oh, wow. We have a Biscuit signing.
Oh, I picked it. I've been watching Ty Simpson the last 4 or 5 games. This kid's going to be sitting in New York on the first week in December. I promise you.
Yeah,
and it's not because he's dead.
he's very accurate, man, with his passes, and he just plays the quarterback position.
Well,
to
he's a
to
coach's son.
Yeah,
His
and
dad is the coach at UT Martin.
Yep, and his dad flew all the way. His daddy had
Yep.
a football game, and his
Yep.
daddy flew all the way down to watch his son play last night.
Well, Ty had NIL money to fly him down.
Oh yeah,
while he-
I know that. I know that. Ty's got
But,
a NIL deal with I think, what is it, Ram?
Yeah.
Or it's
I
a
don't know.
Ford or something. He has an NIL deal with a truck company or whatever, and he
What I
gets
like-
a brand new
yeah.
truck every year or something.
What I'd like to know is what did the board do after the first week that changed this team?
Well, they'll tell you it's that black hoodie he's been wearing, which he made a comment last night. I told them not to get cigar ashes on it.
Y'all know they put that in the Bear Bryant Museum through the glass window things. If y'all know, like all the Hall of Fame stuff, like when it comes to Alabama football, like the legends and stuff, they've already put his that black hoodie is sold out everywhere. You can't buy that hoodie anymore. It's sold out on every Alabama shop or whatever, store, whatever. You can't get it in Tuscaloosa or nowhere. That is gone. They're not making any more of them, I don't believe.
Well, man, they all want to be like him, and now they wanted to fire him last year.
They wanted to fire him week 1.
And you know what? Because you got to give a coach 3 to 4 years, man, to actually get his culture and his players in that system. And it's not an overnight process. And of course, you know, I'm not an older guy. I'm only 28, but I'm smart enough to know, you know, even though I was only here for the Saban, era, like I know, like it's not finna. Alabama's not finna be like they was during the Saban days. Like that's over with. But what I will say is, Alabama can be a really good team. Alabama can be a competitive team, you know, year in and year out. I don't think we're a national championship contending team right now, but do I think we can get there? Absolutely. Yeah. I think we're trending in that way.
I think everybody's trying to beat Ohio State. Their defense is stupid good. So
Eddie wants to know, where's Makima now? My guess is probably smoking weed, sitting in his bathwater, eating Pop-Tarts and farting.
But Brock, back to your point, Brock, look what Cignetti has done at Indiana. And look what Lee has done at Vanderbilt. And with the transfer portal right now, there's no telling what you could do.
Yeah.
There's no telling. I mean, it's obvious, and I'm sure there's other examples. But anyway, I'm going to get off here. Congratulations to Alabama.
Yeah, appreciate it,
see
Billy.
you next year. Good night,
yes,
guys.
Sir.
Thank
Yes,
you.
sir.
Bye-bye. Thank y'all.
Right.
All right. Thank you, Billy. All right, Brock,
Bye-bye.
we're going to get out, buddy. Thank you, though.
All right.
Have a good evening.
Peckerhead says, what's that stain on Billy's left shoulder? Thank you for that, sir. All right. Well, we've had a good show, Jackpot. You got anything else you want to go over before we get out of here?
No, I don't. I'm not that. Oh, let's. What can you rattle off the games that were?
Oh yeah, I got him. I got him right here. Let's see.
Oh, Makima's done with his bath. He said he's right here.
I hope he takes a bath and someone drops a toaster in it. Fuck him.
Or a VCR.
Yeah. Let's see here.
Wasn't that Larry, the cable guy, that said it? He almost electrocuted himself when he was watching pornos in the bathtub, and he almost pulled the VCR down in the water.
Yeah. Kansas State. There's a game for you. We've also got Alabama at South Carolina, Mizzou at Vandy, Ole Miss at Oklahoma, South Florida at Memphis, A&M at LSU, Tennessee at Kentucky, Texas at Mississippi State, Syracuse at Georgia Tech, SMU at Wake. The shitter this week, Jackpot, is Rutgers at Purdue.
And I hate to have to put Rutgers in the shitter, but they've just not looked good this year. And they lost yesterday. I thought Oregon would cover the spread against them, but I thought they beat them like 28-10 or something, maybe 35-10. Buddy, it was 56-10.
Yeah.
56-10. How about Wisconsin? If you want to shitter, Wisconsin has gotten shut out. If you want to talk about South Carolina's offense being bad, Wisconsin's been shut out back-to-back weeks by Iowa and then Ohio State. Wow.
What a mess. Ohio State, though, I think everybody's trying to catch them. I mean,
Didn't Iowa beat Penn State last night by a point, I think.
They came back and won at home. At least Penn State looked like they gave a shit. I mean, that Penn State team, man, we thought they were going to be so good. And there were people talking about them being a national championship contender. And then that just tells you how fragile college football is. I mean, they lost their coach and their quarterback in the span of a week or two. And it's just now, I mean, it's rebuild mode up there, man. It's crazy, which sometimes maybe having this stability, at least you know what you got with a Beamer. You know what I mean? Because you never know what's going to be on the other side, you know?
Yeah, the grass could always be not as green over the other side. That's true, but, you know.
Yeah. I mean, the offensive coordinator's got to go, but we'll figure that out. All right, well, we've had a good show. We'll be back at it on Wednesday. I've let the games out there. The phone will be up on tomorrow or Tuesday, one or the other. You will definitely have it. So there you go with that.
Right.
Dennis Wilson bit returns on Wednesday. I forgot it today. Sorry, Dennis. We'll make sure
Looking forward to it.
I appreciate you guys. We'll see you later on.
Have a good one, guys. Thanks.